Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, October 28, 2022. Jamaica's efforts to manage HIV/AIDS infections have been boosted by the opening of a new care facility at the Kingston Public Hospital. The facility, which was opened on Tuesday, is comprised of 3 retrofitted 20-foot containers valued at more than $9 million. They were donated by the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, through the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR. The center offers prevention, treatment, and support services as part of Jamaica's national HIV program.
That will be able to provide confidential and other forms of discussions, counseling to Jamaicans living with HIV. And it's important because we want to encourage dialogue, we want to encourage treatment. And a big part of that is to overcome stigma, discrimination, and to provide confidentiality, which is the plank of healthcare generally. Thanks to the CDC, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, for the ongoing partnership.
U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, His Excellency Nick Perry, says the donation reflects his government's commitment to supporting Jamaica in the fight against HIV.
We are committed to support Jamaica in achieving HIV epidemic control. We are pleased that the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention addressed the identified need by the Southern Regional Health Authority for additional consultation space to enhance service delivery for people living here in Jamaica with HIV.
In other health news, just over $1 billion has been budgeted for the Code Care program, which is aimed at clearing the backlog of elective surgeries in hospitals. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, provided a breakdown of the cost to fund the 5 components of the program on Tuesday. He was responding to questions in the House of Representatives.
Rehabilitation of operating theaters, some $80 million. Public-private engagement, $200 million. Equipment, $223,590, $800,000, so $223,590,000. Nursing missions, $279 million. Additional staff hours, 153,928. That's overtime staff. Project management, 23,580. That's 23,580,000. Communications, which is 59 million, and that includes communication, not just advertising, but communication with the overseas entities, visiting those entities and so on. That gives you a grand total, Madam Speaker, of $1,019,139,489.
Code Care was announced by Minister Tufton in his sectoral presentation in May. It is designed to reduce wait time for elective surgeries to less than 180 days and increase the number of surgeries conducted over the same period by at least 80%, targeting about 2,000 surgeries over a 12-month period. Jamaica is set to benefit from investments in green and clean energy as well as climate change with the return of British International Investment, BII, to the region. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark welcomed the return of BII after a 20-year absence at the launch on Tuesday. According to Dr. Clark, the organization will be a vital investment partner in building out Jamaica's critical infrastructure such as renewable energy, water, and sewerage. It will also help to reduce Jamaica's dependence on imported commodities such as fossil fuel, thereby strengthening the island's resilience against economic shocks from external factors.
We are very pleased and very happy that British International Investment is coming back to Jamaica, and that opens the avenue for more and more investment that can help to improve standards of living in Jamaica and can help to transform the lived experience of the Jamaican citizen.
Managing Director of BII, Colin Buckley, says the company's 5-year strategy is to make investments that are productive, sustainable, and inclusive.
Going forward, we anticipate that 30% of all of the investments that we make will be climate finance, and all the investments that we make will be Paris aligned. So we're looking to invest in renewable energy generation, in helping companies to adapt and become more resilient to climate change. We're looking to support new technologies like batteries, green hydrogen, mini-grids, other off-grid solutions.
Several water distribution improvement projects are currently being undertaken in eastern St. Thomas. Among them is the upgrading of the National Water Commission, NWC's Springfield facility, which is projected to be completed by mid-2024. The update came from Member of Parliament Dr. Michelle Charles during her State of the Constituency debate presentation in Parliament on Tuesday.
This involves the drilling of a new well, which was just completed, and the pump purchase is in progress. An upgrade to the electromechanical equipment, including new upgrade pumps, and the installation of new water lines for the new mains to Stanton housing scheme.
Work is also scheduled to take place at the Apple Farm pumping station in Bachelor's Hall. Assessment is being carried out by the NWC's engineering department for further recommendations and the creation of 6 discrete systems.
Materials have been secured to allow for the separation of the distribution and transmission lines so that the Johnstown tank can be filled and the area gravity fed. This will improve the service of the community, especially in the dry periods. This work will be completed within the next 2 months.
And finally, Education Minister Favour Williams says the work continues to modernize the process for establishing school boards. The strategies include building a database of prospective board members as well as supporting legislation to set the rules for how boards should be assembled. Minister Williams gave an update on the process while addressing Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. She says the ministry is making sure that people are aware of the manner in which they can signal that they wish to serve so that there's a wider pool of candidates from which to choose.
We have ensured that our boards are more properly trained. Over the last 2 years, we've had more sessions for boards to bring them up to speed in terms of their responsibility, the regulations under which they operate. We have, if you look at the record, we have ensured that all our school boards are constituted on time with the requisite persons.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.